Canada thumping Qatar 6th. Mexico and Korea on top, and Scotland on top of their group. This and more in your World Cup roundup. Let's go. Everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Shane, and we're gonna begin our roundup with Group A. Now, Mexico and Korea, as anticipated, are on top of their group. Their opening matches where Mexico beat South Africa 2. Mind you, South Africa did get 2 red cards, and Korea Republic coming from behind and end up winning the match 2-1 over Czechia. So Mexico on top, Korea second. South Africa and Czech play today to a draw, so they're in the bottom 2. As I said before, I see Mexico and Korea coming out of the group advancing into the round of 32. But as for Czech and South Africa, let's see how it goes. Mexico and South Korea will be playing this evening, and that should be an interesting match to see who will be on top. So, on to the next group. Alright everyone, so this is an insert. While editing this video, the South Korea-Mexico match was playing and it finished. Mexico advances into the round of 32, with Korea now being on 3 points. Mexico with the full 6 points. The game was honestly won by fine margins. It was just a mistake made by the South Korean goalkeeper, where he caught the ball and it slipped. He tripped over one of his teammates, it looks like. So again, fine margins is what makes the difference between winning and losing. Because honestly, both teams played very well. They were attacking each other. They were going for the ball. Both goalkeepers played very well also. It was 0-0 until the late stage. So congratulations to Mexico. They're the first team to advance to the round of 32. This is one of the teams I predicted making out of their group into the next round. Let's see if South Korea can follow or if there will be a huge upset in the upcoming games. So I love this game. On to the next group. Group B now, consisting of Canada, Switzerland, Bosnia and Qatar, all drew their opening matches. However, their fates turned today when Canada beat Qatar 6-0. We got a hat-trick from Jonathan David. We got goals from Larin, Saliba and Manai. Not to mention, Qatar got 2 red cards. But also, earlier in the day, we had Switzerland beating Bosnia 4-1. Goals came from, we got a double goal from Nzambi, Xhaka and Vargas. So now that puts Canada on top of the table because of their 6. So they have, the goal difference is much higher. And Switzerland is in second place. I had Canada and Switzerland coming out of their group. So this is no surprise to me. I see that they now found their footing in the tournament. So let's see them in the round of 32. On to the next group. Group C now. Group C consisting of Brazil, Morocco, Scotland and Haiti. Now, the opening match for that group, which was Brazil versus Morocco, was a 1-1 draw. Morocco leading first with a goal by Sabari, a very good chip over Alisson's head to open the scoring for that match, and then equalizing in the closing stages. So that match was a 1-1, and then we had Scotland versus Haiti, where Scotland won their match against Haiti by scoring 1 goal. That was done by John McGinn, and that placed Scotland at the top of the table. Now, I never saw Scotland being at the top of the table at any point, honestly, but that's just the way football goes. So let's see how this turns out. The other matches will be played later this week, and we will see if Brazil will step up, because I know a lot of persons have expectations for them, and similarly Morocco. I personally expect Morocco and Brazil to exit this group and go into the next round, but as we know, the ball is round, so let's go into the next group. Alright everyone, so now we're at Group D, consisting of the host nation USA, Australia, Turkey and Paraguay. Now that group opened with a match between US and Paraguay, USA winning that match by 4-1. Goals were done by Bobadilla, which was an own goal. Folarin Balogun got a double, and Reina scored in the closing stages. The sole goal for Paraguay was done by Mauricio. So at least they got some form of redemption. The second match for that group was between Australia and Turkey. Australia winning with 2 goals. Goals were scored by Iran Kunda and Metcalf. The Socceroos were dominant over the Turkish nation, and that puts them now in second place in the group, with USA being on top. Of course, goal difference being the major factor. So USA and Australia are on top of the group, so waiting to play their next matches. So let's see what happens. Let's see if they will score more goals, and if US will keep up this performance under the coach Mauricio Pochettino. He did a very good job. So let's see what happens. Group E. Wow. Germany, Ivory Coast, Ecuador, and Curacao. Curacao being the smallest nation in this entire tournament. Germany opened that group match with a thumping 7 over Curacao. I mean, it was a very dominant display. Germany opened the scoring while Curacao equalized. Curacao, I guess, thought that they would have been able to get the better of the German giants, but I think the Germans decided that this was not going to happen. So we have goals from Mecha, Schlotterbeck, a double from Havertz, Musiala, Undav, and Brown. The sole goal coming from Curacao was by Comenencia. I hope I got that right. Alright, so that was a 7-1. That's the most goals scored so far for this tournament. So let's see what Germany does in their next performance. Let's see if they'll keep it up throughout the tournament. Do we see them going all the way? We're not sure, but we'll see what happens. Ivory Coast versus Ecuador. That match was almost fairly even now. They played relatively tit for tat, kind of going back and forth with the ball. Both teams getting chances, neither being able to capitalize on the opportunities given to them. However, it took up to 90 minutes, in the 90th minute plus stoppage time. Diallo came on, Ahmad came on, who plays for Manchester United, and he scored the only goal. And that made Ivory Coast win that match, and of course, they went into second place. So now we have Germany and Ivory Coast, the top 2 teams for that table, with the remainers in 3rd and 4th respectively. So let's see who advances out of this group. Let's see the next matches, how they go. But until then, next group. Group F now, consisting of Sweden, Japan, Netherlands, and Tunisia, was quite an interesting group, where the Netherlands led twice and Japan equalized. Goals came from Van Dijk and Somerville. Similarly, goals came from Nakamura and Kamada for Japan. That match ended 2-2. I'm sure the Dutch were disappointed because they led twice and Japan came back from behind on both occasions. So let's see how those fare in their other matches coming up. Sweden versus Tunisia now. Sweden showed a very dominant display in their performance, scoring 5 goals while Tunisia only got 1 goal. The goals came from Ayari, Isak, Gyökeres, and Svanberg, while the only goal coming from Tunisia is Omar Rekik. Now, that places Sweden on top of the group, followed by Japan, Netherlands, and Tunisia. Now, in the next set of fixtures, we shall see if Sweden can continue their dominant display, as well as if the Netherlands will give up another lead. And I'm sure the fighting spirit of the Japanese will continue into their next match. I have Japan and Netherlands being the ones to exit that group, but again, the ball is round. Let us see how it goes. We don't know. So yeah, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please consider subscribing, like, comment down below, share this video, and I'll be looking to do from groups G all the way down to L, the remaining 6 groups. I hope to do another roundup of that. But yeah, let's see how this tournament turns out. It's been filled with ups and downs. The star players have been performing, some have not. Hint hint, we all know who that is. But let's see what happens. Let's see how the teams progress. It's quite interesting, I must say. I do love it, because you never know who will win. You never know who might upset somebody, and again, you can't underestimate anybody. But until next time, guys, take care.